He's the #1 get for the freaking channel. I'm putting a lot of faith in Polaroid right now. I only need Jason Lee left, which is the main reason I'm even going to Comic-Con in the first place. I might be an idiot for doing this. I might not get to. Winter storm coming. I'm coming, Jason! Ignore this. My Wi-Fi went down. And ignore the giant glare on this. I'm not redoing my studio just for this one shot. But before we get into the meat and juice of this video, let me explain something. That is my intro.
I'm just another Chris.
That one. Heavily inspired, and plus this year I even updated the footage to literally have a location from that show.
My name is Earl.
Not too long ago they announced Fan Expo Portland. A few Stranger Things characters that were going to be there, such as the actress that plays Chrissy and Joseph Quinn, aka Eddie. And when I was looking at the website, I noticed that Grace offers autograph at her table as well as a photo at her table. So that gave me an idea. What if I shot a Polaroid of us together as my photo and then have her sign the Polaroid and have it be the most expensive Polaroid photo ever, at least that I have. Then they announced 2 more people that were going to be there. Ethan Suplee and the man himself, Jason Lee, from My Name is Earl. I love that show. It's one of my favorite TV shows of all time. But Jason Lee himself has been a #1 grab or get or want for a guest here on the channel. And I have a podcast now, and it's perfect timing because he also just opens a film camera store. A great overlap from his interest. So I thought it'd be really fun, get a poster signed, but really just talk about getting him on the podcast. But more importantly, not putting him on the spot. I don't want to do that. I want to approach him in a way where it doesn't feel like he's pressured to tell me no. Ask him what would be the proper channels to go about asking him to be a guest on a podcast. So the plan to meet Jason is pretty simple. I'm gonna have an SX70 hanging around my neck when I walk up to him to spark an interest. But here's the thing, he's not making his appearances until Saturday and Sunday. And I'm going Friday with Alex and Caleb. So I'll have to wait till the next day to meet Jason. However, Ethan will be there as well as Joseph and Grace. So enough ramble, let's get over to the convention and let's have some fun.
So Jason Momoa was not at this event. This footage is actually from like 2018. Yeah, I'm lying right now, but I didn't have footage and I'll explain that later. It's basically the same stuff I would have shot anyway. So enjoy.
I'm putting a lot of faith in Polaroid right now.
That is Grace, aka Chrissy from Stranger Things.
So hopefully it works. So the first line I got into was Joseph. Got a Hellfire t-shirt signed by him. It's a little wrinkled. I've had it in a bag. I need to get a frame for this. It's pretty cool. But he was really nice and really cool. So right after that, I got immediately in line to meet Grace. Now, here's where it gets interesting for a few reasons. One, I'm putting a lot of faith in Polaroid. Very expensive risk. But 2, I have no one to take the picture of me and her together, except for Caleb and Alex, but I don't know if they're going to allow one of them in line with me to take the picture. However, when I went up to the table, I told them what was going on, and they're like, oh, that's cool. Don't even worry about it. I met Grace. She was absolutely lovely. She was hugging, laughing with people, really down to earth, wanted to chat with you. Once I told her what I was going to do, she thought it was super cool. We took our picture and I gave her the photo to sign, and then she's like, oh, we should shake this, huh? Oh, wait, no, we're not supposed to shake this. I heard that you're not supposed to shake Polaroid pictures. It's kind of a myth. As she continues to shake it, it was pretty funny. But she did know about you're supposed to keep it in the dark, even though we were inside, it didn't matter. But that's pretty cool that she kind of knew a little bit of how Polaroid works. Well, now we wait. This was an $80 Polaroid. Yeah, my thoughts exactly. $80, baby. Paid $80 to get this Polaroid. I'm crazy. I guess it could have been 160 if they made me buy 2 autographs for Caleb to get in line with me to take the picture. Oh, there we go. They did say we could take another one, so maybe in a couple minutes if it didn't come out, let's go back up there.
On your face.
Maybe. Yeah, it didn't come out the best. The first one didn't come out so great. We used the wrong setting, wrong flash. I don't know why I was brain farting on the mint flash bar, probably because I got starstruck. I don't know. Could not remember what setting to put the mint flash bar to in. I use that thing all the time. Maybe because of the pressure of everything, I figured I only had one shot. Chose wrong. And here's the photo. It's really not bad, to be honest. And as it's developed over time, it's definitely a lot better, but it is overexposed. She said, come back if it didn't turn out. Once I was able to see some of the development, I was like, I'm not sure, not 100%. Well, she offered to allow me to take it again. I'm still take her up on it. But she let us do it again at no extra charge. Pretty sweet. Still cost me $80 though. So really it's only $40.
Yeah, you got 2.
I got 2 of them. Maybe I'll give this one away. Who wants a photo of myself with Chrissy from Stranger Things? Maybe, we'll see. Got another picture, and this one came out so much better. I put this one in the frame actually. It came out perfect exposure. However, she was wearing a black jacket, so she kind of blends into the background, but she was so nice. She was so sweet. Lovely person. I would love to meet her again and just chat with her more. She was so much fun. But this is the most expensive Polaroid I own. I'm not sure what to do with the second one. Maybe I should give it away. It is autographed by her. It is a Grace autograph with a picture of me. We'll see. I'm not 100% sure what I'll do with it, but definitely subscribe and stay tuned and leave some comments down below as to what I should do with that second photo. Mission accomplished on Ethan. He even snuck in a little extra thing for me down at the bottom. If you know the show, then you know what that means.
Day 1 of the convention completed. Next up is Jason Lee on Saturday. However, I got some news.
So I just got back from the con, which I only need Jason Lee left, which is the main reason I'm even going to Comic-Con in the first place. I might not get to. We apparently have a massive winter storm coming tomorrow. It might snow pretty heavily, so either they might cancel, because Jason's supposed to appear just tomorrow and Sunday, which means he probably is arriving tonight if the flight doesn't get canceled on his end. That's a possibility. Or maybe I won't even be able to get there even if it isn't canceled. I don't know. So I gotta wait till the morning and find out. That'd be a bummer. It's so close. I'm so close to meeting him. So we'll find out in the morning if it can happen or not. And so one of the main reasons as to why I want to risk it all, that show has been massively impactful on me for, well, since it came out. I remember my parents turned it on, the pilot actually, when it first aired, and it just resonated with me immediately. I love the idea of the concept of the show. If you're not familiar with the show, it's on Hulu. Not a sponsor, obviously, but go check it out. But the premise of the show is where a guy was doing bad things and he won the lottery and immediately got hit by a car, and he found out about karma. Do good things happen. Do bad things happen. And so he made a list of everything that he's done bad and goes around making up for it. Great premise to a show. It's great to put something positive out into the world. And so it resonated with me as a kid. I was in high school when that came out. And so kind of made me who I am today a little bit. Try to put good karma out into the world. And as I say that, wearing a Taylor Swift hoodie. If you know, you know. Just treat people well. Be welcoming to new ideas. Be a better person. That's just kind of what I took from the show. So I wanted to meet him for years just because of that show. But then as I got older, I learned more about him. He was a photographer as well. So I just wanted to meet the man, the myth, the legend for so long.
You sure there's not room in there for both of us if you just...
I'm sure, Randy.
And here's the opportunity that I have. And now I'm hit with a massive hurdle.
Actual footage of me as a kid seeing snow for the very first time. This about sums up how I felt getting this news.
And I started watching some My Name is Earl just to make myself feel a little bit better.
That's Earl!
There was no chance in hell that I was gonna miss the opportunity to meet Jason Lee. Absolutely not. I might be an idiot for doing this.
You want me to
this was a mistake. I got blankets, I got food, I got water, just in case I get stranded. Let's go. And the reason I'm making such a big deal about this is I live in Washington State, very close to Portland, Oregon. Portland does not take well to snow. They shut down everything. Cars get trapped. It's awful. I really was risking it all. I could have been trapped. It's cold. I'm in the car warm up for a minute. It might look worse than it actually is. It's not ice. It's just powder right now. So the goal is to go there, meet Jason, and get the freak out of there as fast as I possibly can. I don't know what time it is. It's like 9:30, 10 o'clock. I don't know what time he goes to autograph. There is a panel at 12:45 that he's doing with Ethan, doing a My Name is Earl panel. I probably won't stick around for that unless he's not signing the autograph until after. We'll see. But yeah, let's be stupid and go meet Jason Lee in the worst weather condition of the year. I can't even, this might not be a good idea. What's that phrase? Bad decisions make great stories. This could be one of those stories. The roads really aren't that bad. So if it stays this way for the next couple of hours, I'm gonna be golden. I might pull this off. It's 14 degrees. It's got to pay to park. I made it though. I made it. It's cold. Holy shit. Yeah, it was freaking cold. And the reason that I'm wearing the same shirt the second day, because I was still hanging on to hope that I would edit this video together as one day, as one thing. So I was trying to keep continuity. No, I shouldn't have done that. I kind of abandoned a lot of things. I even planned a bigger video on meeting Chrissy or Grace. I was gonna make that a dedicated video, but I kind of abandoned that and made it into both because I didn't know what was gonna happen. I was just kind of throwing out videos all together and just focus on keeping my eye on the prize, and that's Jason. Heading over to Jason's table to see about when he's coming out. There's a bunch of people in that area. I wonder if he's already there. He was coming out in 5 minutes. I got there at the perfect time. Perfect time. Granted, I paid for like 4 hours for parking, so it was like $25. I was only in there for less than an hour. That couldn't have gone better. Not only did I get the autograph, I got 3 contact informations about getting him in the podcast, working together on some projects. Dude, I can't freaking wait. And having the SX70 out worked. He noticed it, sparked that conversation. All right, now I get to go home. I gotta bundle up. Mission accomplished though, but it's getting nasty out there. I gotta get like 4 layers on. But I can't believe Jason's like so down. He's so down to be on the podcast. Made it all worth it. The consolation prize was just gonna be the autograph poster. The year is starting off pretty good. I wanted to stay for the Jason and Ethan panel for My Name is Earl, but that's not for like another hour and 20 minutes. It's getting pretty nasty out here. So I'm gonna play it safe and just go home. But man, that would've been cool to see that panel. Maybe I could have hung out with Jason more. Who knows? That would've been really cool too. Okay, we're not out of the woods just yet. I gotta get home. That's the ice on my windshield. I'm both freezing and extraordinarily hot at the same time. How is that even possible? Mission accomplished. So when I met Jason, here's what happened. I'm like, how would one go about contacting you about being a potential guest on the podcast? And then there was his handler offered a Post-it note. And then he kind of hesitantly took it and wrote down a generic email address. Probably go straight to spam. As he was writing that, he's like, so what's the podcast about? And I'm like, well, it's film photography. His head whipped up, eyes got real big. He's like, photography? Like, what kind of photography? I'm like, film photography. We held up the line. We were talking about photography, film photography. We were talking about PolaCon. We were talking about lots of stuff. He gave me that Post-it note with the generic email. He took that back. And then he wrote down a better email address. And one thing I do regret is not purchasing a second autograph, because he did have some of his photography photos, 8x10s. And I thought that would have been really cool to have. But I got caught up just having a conversation with him, keeping the eye on the prize. But he shook my hand, and then as I'm walking away, he called me back to put in another email address. So I had 3 total. And then we're just like, definitely message me, let's connect, let's do some stuff. How cool is that? So anyone watching this, if you go into his camera store, it's called Eagle Rock Camera. I'll leave a link in the description. Not a sponsor. But Jason, you want to sponsor me? I'll definitely take that. But if you go in there, there's a high probability he's there. He just loves it. And his wife has a store next door. How even cool? I can't comprehend. He is just one of us. Then the page shared a photo, a Polaroid photo of him, a black and white photo, and he's working on a camera that was for the store to sell. He's just, I don't know. I just think it's the coolest thing. Like, he's the most down-to-earth, chill dude, and he's technically a celebrity, but he's just one of us. So if you're in LA, go there and pick me up one of his books, please, because every time I miss out. So if you go there, Chris from Just Another Chris sent me here. Let him know to check his email, because I did email him. I haven't heard back yet. Could take a while. I don't know. But he seems super amped and super excited to be a part of the podcast or other things, maybe. We'll see what happens. Time will tell. But man, what a great day. What a great day. Hopefully you enjoyed this little adventure and this little story time / vlog video. I don't know what you'd want to call this, but I really appreciate you stopping by. And I'll see you in the next video. Now get out there. Make some art.